Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you are a subscriber, thanks for staying tuned to this channel. For the new subscribers, because I can see we keep adding every day, thank you for subscribing. And if you are not yet a subscriber, why don't you just press the subscription button and see what we do on this channel. I want to say welcome to you. Thank you for all the comments in my last video concerning my experience. Now I know I am really strong. What I did yesterday, if it is before, for 2 weeks, I won't get myself. Time sure heal all wounds. And the pain is still there. It's still there definitely, but I think as time goes on, there's nothing you can do other than to accept. I've accepted the reality long time ago, because this year will be 18 years that the incident happened. So join me on this video as we conclude today. This new video you're going to watch, I have tagged it The Reality. Why did I call it The Reality? It is the reality that shows that these people are businessmen. It's the reality that shows that we are just slaves. It's the reality that shows that when the chips are down, trust me, most times you will find yourself alone. It's the reality that you have to wake up to, that prayers does not do anything. It is just wishes. And I repeat, it is my opinion because I know what I am saying. I don't pray anymore. Yes, hear me and hear me good. I don't pray anymore. All I do when I wake up is that, thank you, Lord, for a new day. That is all you will hear me say. The only thing you will hear me say is thanks. Because what? We have a responsibility to ourselves and to our lives. I am taking responsibility for what I need to do. That is why you have this brain. God is not coming down to do anything for anybody. How many of us have seen this God we are shouting? How many? Of course, we know some things happen that are divine, that are kind of supernatural, that you can't explain. Fine, I agree. But to expect God to come and do something for you, don't deceive yourself. I call it a reality that couples, you need to start living. If you use your life to go and sow for one man of God, when the chips are down, you will face reality. I face reality in a bitter way, but I'm glad that bitterness is not staying with me now, because what? That bitterness was turned to greater joy. As the video unfolds, I thought I would be able to finish, but I don't think it is possible. As the video unfolds, as I keep saying this story, and I'm sure it's going to end very soon, you will know why I say this is reality, stark reality of life, because I'm not the only one that I experienced this. In my next video, I will show you a widow. I'm going to talk to you about a widow whose husband was a pastor in Redeem for 20 years. She's not just ordinary widow. She's an handicapped widow. And I will tell you what Redeem did to that woman. But before we go on, let's continue with what I'm about to say on my own. Yeah, thank you and welcome back. I saw a comment that caught my attention. Thanks for all the comments on the post. Thanks for the encouraging comments. Thank you for all the hugs from afar. Thank you so much for feeling the things with me. Something caught my attention yesterday. Unfortunately, I should have screenshot the whatever, but out of not wanting to go that route with the person, I blocked the person off, and I couldn't see the comment again. That was a mistake on my part. You see why some of us say we don't want to touch church again? When you are looking at where you will see people who are wicked, just go to church. You will find them there. But they are pretenders. They would go to church. We are lifting holy hands. Meanwhile, what is inside their mind? Somebody on that post I did yesterday, from my voice, you will know I was shivering talking yesterday. You will know my every fiber was messed up talking about that incident on that video. This lady came and still caused me in the name of Jesus on that post. Anyway, instead of responding, all I did was just block her. Because now curse her for just curse her. And she will know such things you don't put your mouth. You just look if you cannot say anything positive. or encouraging or have empathy, just stay aloof. You can abuse me in your mind, but don't pen it down for me to see. But she pen it down. It is not the first time. The last time I tried to do this on Facebook, which was one of the reasons I deleted, come and see comments from people who call themselves Christians. Come and see what they were saying, knowing I said I lost my husband at 36 years old. Oof. And you say I should continue to go to church. To go and do what? Sit with people with such mind? Never. Never. Not only that, even the person that is talking, standing, what is in their mind? No, leave me. Let me serve my God my own way. Likewise, I'm not saying you should follow what I am saying. But trust me, someone you know or you will one day relate with some of the things I'm saying on this page. But unfortunately, many of you are experiencing it. But shame no gree you come out. Fear no gree you come out. The fear of people not relating with you again no gree you come out. Because I know how many friends I have lost doing this. But I don't care. This is the work of humanity I am doing. Take it or leave it. Your pastors are chaining people. I am losing them. I am doing the work of liberation, ministration of encouragement, ministry of encouragement, ministry of help, ministry of liberating. That is what I am doing. You may not see it so because you are sold out to them. They have eaten your brain inside calabash. So I'm going to read a comment that I saw, and I want to correct the notion of that comment now. I'm placing it on the screen. Victor Ward says, he was a servant of God. God took care of his family. He has gone to glory. Amen. I want to assure you it is better to go early and make it to heaven rather than grow old and derail and miss the heavenly hope. I am so sure he made it. Please take comfort and make sure to make it to heaven when your time comes. The road is getting more narrower and difficult than ever. The labor of your husband can never be in vain. Remember, all you did was in his name, not in the name of any man. God is faithful. Please, I cannot help adding this. He might have gone to the best hospital, sold all he even has, and some concussion given by sympathetic family members and still die. Please cast this burden forever on Christ. Your husband had fought a good fight of faith. Never blame yourself for not telling family members. They can make him derail by going for Aju. All those prayers he made was not for nothing. He was a gallant soldier of Christ. My darling brother, I appreciate your comment so much if you get to see this video now. But there are some things you said there that I want to correct that I don't agree with. Okay? That is what you believe. That is your own opinion. But my own opinion is now different from experience and from research and from what personal experience. You said God took care of his family, that he has gone to glory. My question now is that, does it mean that God loves me more than the rest? Because I have not gotten anything free. Yes, I can attribute some things to grace and divine, I will call it divine luck. I don't know what else to call it. Because there are some things I will look at and I will say, some things will come your way that you never expect and work for your good. My question is, the other widows that are suffering, God doesn't love them? Is a question. If you are watching this, can you elaborate on this? You also said, it is better to go earlier than miss heavenly homes. Why are so many? So the ones that are living, because I've heard people say they take the righteous to go. They take the righteous go to avoid the evil deeds. So the people that are here, they are not righteous. Honestly, there are so many things I'm questioning these days, and this is one of them. How many of us wants to lose our loved ones because it is better for a righteous one to go early? There are some things. I love that you feel for me and you put this down, but there are some things you don't say to people who are mourning, and this is one of them. I'm not mourning anymore. Please don't get me wrong. I know how I felt when people were telling me this in those days. That and in my mind I would tell them, okay, go to now. If not so, it is easy. or let your children go. Honestly, that is what runs through my mind, because it's like adding insult to an injury. Instead, there are some things you don't say to people in pains. I am no more mourning, don't get me wrong. This is 18 years, I've gone past it. But of course, talking about it takes a toll on me. I'm not going to deny that. So let's be careful what we tell people who are mourning. This is just a call to people when you are going to mourn with somebody or you are trying to comfort them. Be nice with some words. Don't say things like this. It doesn't make any sense to the person that is mourning. It hurts them deeply. Don't say it, especially if the person that died is a young person. It doesn't make sense telling them it is good their loved one has gone early. How many of us wish our loved ones to go early? You also said, the labor of my husband can never be in vain. Which labor? Labor to make one pastor rich. No, that was not labor. The labor of love is seeing your neighbors, helping the needy, making the world a better place. That is what I call the labor of love. Going to church to sweep, going to church to carry chair, going to church to say you are doing evangelism. That is recruiting more slaves, in my opinion. Thank you very much, my darling brother. I appreciate you, and especially the last part of your comment. I appreciate it that what if we had spent everything we have on him, which I spoke about, that my husband didn't let us sell the house when it was time to go. His own kind of death is even a peaceful one, because he just slept. I just spoke to him 30 minutes after and came back into the room and he was gone. So he didn't have accident. We were not looking for him. He did not run mental. Neither was he in the hospital, and we have spent everything, even sell house before. And at the end of the day, leave us empty. So for that, I would say okay. But even at that, I would rather have him alive than have any riches. But that's just by the way that is gone. So I don't want to dwell on that again. Now let's go into the next phase now. Real story. Thank you for everybody for your comments, for your hugs from afar and everything. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I won't go so much into all the other, some information I don't want it stressing me today as I'm going to talk now. So after the whole thing, the church helped, and my husband, of course, has very big people as friends in those days. So they did his burial jointly. I don't know how it was done. All I know is that it was done. I call those days dark days because I forget. It made my memory just went blank at a point. Okay, my memory went blank. I don't want to bore you with how I was going into oblivion, and they have to, tap me to make sure I'm still alive many times. At a point, they have to station a nurse to give me injection to take me to sleep. But that's a story that is gone. I'm grateful I'm still existing, and my children are doing well. Now, few weeks after, I think about 2 or 3 weeks after the incident, the church came on a visit and they gave me some money. God bless Pastor Esco Unfon, late Pastor Esco Unfon. He used to be the head of pastor of province. Is it province 27 again now? Where Pastor Iluyomade is the head now. He used to be the pastor, and he came and he sent some entourage. He didn't come. He sent some entourage. Pastor Iluyomade was the one that was at the front when they came to visit, and they gave me some money. I'm not going to lie about that. They gave me some money. And the following week after giving me some money, as I was still inside the house. I've not gone for Ijadi Opo, that is outing for the widow, to go for Thanksgiving in church so that I can start going out. I've not done it. So I think it was a week after the burial, because I think I started going to church 3 weeks after. So I can't remember now vividly. So after they came, no, before, I think it was after, okay, they gave me money and they left. So I went for outing in the church, Thanksgiving with my kids, in the church, our own parish then. So I was there. And they prayed for me, they prayed for the children, and we went back home. During that week, I got a visit from Agai Bank. Agai Bank is the Church of Redeemed Christian Church of God. And they came and they called me to a meeting inside we have an ante room where we meet visitors if we don't want to go to the major, because I was always having people around then. So they had this private meeting with me there, and they told me that my husband took a loan from Agai Bank. Please, you are living abroad. If you are watching me and you live abroad, if somebody takes a loan and you are not a signatory to that loan, do you pay it back? Please answer me in the comment section. So they told me my husband took a loan from Agai Bank. Guess how much was the loan? Guess how much I was giving? The name of the managing director of Agai Bank then, he was the one that visited me with about 4 other people. And I screamed when they mentioned the amount. They say, "Madam, take it easy. You have to pay the money." I have to pay the money, okay? They said yes. Okay. How much is the money? The money. The money was, I won't mention the amounts they gave me, and I will not mention the amount I paid back. I'm waiting for the day they will respond to all my videos. I am waiting. I'm not sure I've mentioned it before. Maybe, but I'm not going to mention it now. Imagine it's just like somebody giving you 4 naira or $4 and coming back to you that you have to give them $2 back. So it is just exactly like that. I'm not going to say much. Along the line, I stopped seeing people from Redeem. Even from our parish, nobody was visiting me again. As at that time, the only people that I was seeing day and night are Baptist people. How did we get to know these Baptist people? My husband used to be friends to some of them, and when they had the incident, they were coming. They would come in the morning to pray with me. They would come in the evening to play with me. They actually held my hands in those days. They are the reason why I did not commit suicide. They are one of the reasons why I did not give up. They are one of the reasons why I am standing today and I can say, yes, I did it. If I tell you I did it alone, it's a lie. I did not do it alone. I did it with those people around me. Because you know what? It is not only the church that disappointed me. My own blood. My own blood. Waiting I do them. They felt the people gave me, because they were seeing baby car coming to visit me. So they felt they gave me plenty money that I don't want to disclose to them. And from there, Kasala Wahala starts. And from there, I get Wahala. And how much people give me? So that is another story. Okay? So, but why I'm on a Redeem matter, be say, I'm not even on their matter. Why I'm talking about this one, be say, my husband so, and they are still owing me. I won't stop saying it. They are owing me, but I don't need such money again. God forbid that kind of money should have meanings to me. In fact, I don't take where that kind of money no get meaning to me again. Because it got to a point, me will be say, now 100,000 in my account, me my husband buy. It got to a point after I don't face my business, I dey carry 3 million go buy markets. Yes, and I will tell you how I did it to encourage that young girl, that young guy, to encourage partners, because your partner go a long way. If you have a good partner, but if you have a bad partner, you are on your own. So they called me into the meeting and they told me my husband is owing so amount. Hey, I put my head down there and they say, I won't pay school fees. They say, madam, you have to pay the money because the documents of the house, they with them. I said, Temi ba mi, oh. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? They said nothing. They will just give me 1 or 2 weeks to get myself together and come and pay the money. I now asked, I said, can I be paying the money bit by bit? They say, no, I have to pay it in bulk. Meaning, they want to take out of the money they gave me. They said, I have to pay in bulk. In bulk. Me, where I don't dey bank on the money, say na that money I go start business when I ready. I said, okay, I have heard you. Remember, when my husband was to die, I remember we bought a land. That was the land he used to start his business. Before then, I introduced him to a business. Woman, lady, get brain. If your husband won't do nyama nyama, no gree for am. If he won't waste money, now you go take wisdom, tame am down. If not, I will not be here today. As for still in Nigeria, they suffer. So I told my husband, I said, there is this business somebody introduced to me, and I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a family business. He said, how will we run it? I said, I will take charge. Don't worry. He said, I know he's busy. I said, me, I will be going. He said, with the children. I said, yes, I will try. He said, okay, if you don't do it well, I will sell it off. I said, I will try. So he started that business. Redeem thought the only thing that I hold is the money they gave me. They don't know that me, I get head. I know they take 10 hand chop. And I know allow my husband take hand and 10 hand to chop. So that business was actually there, but the business was not bringing money yet. It was just still at the primary stage, gestation prep stage. So when they asked me for the money, I said, okay, I will come and see them. I can't cry, sit down. I say, I will go, I go do them. Now I remember, she be that business still there herself. Now I go meet them. So, okay, what am I going to do? They say, write a check of so amount. I address to so person. Now, so they collect bulk amounts from the money where they give me. I give them back. As if to say that one no do. Now in Sunday reach. Before Sunday, where I go church again. Now then call me to meeting again. Say make I come meeting, I say hope nothing. They say no. Okay, now so I go. As I reach the meeting, guess waiting then tell me. She make I suspend this song. Make I keep you in suspense. I be make I continue. Person will never die. You don't know waiting go kpai am. This life. Did you this life? Yoruba will say, "Afowoba file." Now everybody go chop breakfast of this pie. So when they send you message, they take careful. Make we dey use wisdom. This thing where I want talk now is touching. Because the man nice. The man will call me to the meeting. Very nice man, very nice person to our family. Even though I'm not so close to the wife. When they are doing their pastor's wife meeting, I know they go. I don't get time. Now once in a while, because I feel they are not doing the right thing. As at that time, I see hungry people in church. And those are one of the things that I started complaining about before my husband left. I'm always like, this is not how church is supposed to be. This is not what Christianity should be, in my own opinion, as at that time. I said, how can we have so many people hungry? And all we do is to sit down, or now we want to carry one hat on our head, and people are hungry. People need help. I know how much they count to take to headquarters all the time. I said, this is unfair. So for a long time, I've always been a rebel in my mind, but I couldn't speak out. Seeing people in need. As at then, Redeem never even get this kind of money where they get now. No be Redeem build church of billions of money. When they have existing one, they build another one. And people are hungry around there. They say they are doing empowerment. What uses empowerment? They are giving people food. Teach them how to fish. Don't give them fish. That is how you eradicate poverty. But they are creating more poverty. Churches are creating poverty. All these one-man-made churches. So, the meeting, I don't usually go. So, they called me into a meeting and they said, Sister T, that's how they call me among themselves. Some of them are looking at me today and they know what I'm saying is the truth. Some of them, it's unfortunate that there is even one of them, the husband has died too. She's living in a rented apartment today at 50-something. At 50-something. And this person then the husband using life. I no go mention name. So they called me into a meeting and said, Sister T, we are sorry you cannot go to that parish anymore. I was like, which parish? They said your parish. They mentioned the parish. What is the name of the parish again, sef? I don't forget them. I said, why? They said because of clash of conflicts. I said, clash of conflicts with who? They said the new pastor's wife. I said, but we are close. They said it doesn't matter. I said, Sister Lagbaja is like a sister to me. We relate very well. And you won't believe what? Since my husband died, I no hear from this sister again too. Both the husband, both the wife. Now the Christianity, now the practice be that too. Since my husband died, since after his burial, not even a call, not even a visit from them till today. 18 years now. Not a call. I'm talking about the assistant pastor to my husband. The wife, I said since then, I've not heard anything about them. Neither have I heard anything from them. Not a phone call, not a visit. Now, so I see myself. I no see our church member again. Nobody come visit. Nobody asks of me. Nobody call me. I say, sure. Now, so life will be. And to crown it all, then say, make I no reach the church again. Where I go, then say, make I look for any of the area other parishes. Make I they go there. As what? As member. They say, if I come ready, say I won't join worker back. Make I let them know. I was like, what am I hearing? Now, so redeem they do. One or two people where I ask, they say, now so redeem they do. Then once your husband buy, if now your husband be python, then go say, come out, go another place. So I begin go another area in parish of the area. But I was not blending. I could not put the pieces together. Then I stopped going and I started attending Baptist church. So I started attending Baptist church. In this Baptist church, I found love. People were nice to me. They would come and visit. Remember I told you earlier part of the day, this thing I'm talking, it was now going to like a year. Okay? So during the first year memorial service, we had both pastor of Redeem and pastor of Baptist that did the service together because already I've become part of Baptist. When I stopped going to Redeem, nobody called me, nobody asked me anything. They no remember, say I exist again. Because after going for that to that other parish for 1 or 2 times, I couldn't blend because I was feeling like lost, like in a strange place. Somebody that just found herself alone, that just found that kind of blow being dealt with, and people that were supposed to be like a cushion to stabilize and hold her up suddenly left her open. And I don't know if you know what I'm saying. You can't understand until maybe somebody, I won't pray for anybody to experience it, but people who have gone through this kind of pain, they will understand to some extent. It may be different, but I was in a shock for a long time. Then I started attending Baptist church. So on the first anniversary memorial service, I saw the picture a few days ago when I was looking for something. When my daughter now took it from me, that, Mommy, what are you looking for? I remember they were all there. Pastor from Baptist, the pastor from Baptist. I still talk to him till today. He calls me to check up on me and the children. There is no day I will go to Nigeria, I will not check up on him. He has become our family because this man the pastor was always coming almost every day for good 2 years to check up on me. Later, he reduced it. When he saw that I was becoming strong, he now reduced it to once a week. He would check up on us. Until I became very, very busy, at least he would still call. And once a month, minimum, he will check. There are times he comes like twice a month to check up on us. If I'm in Nigeria, he will still be doing it because that is his own ministry. So, you can imagine that shock. Make I stop here. May I keep you in suspense because the next stage will finish it. Make I continue. Let me see. So, like I said, their money was not what took me up. My husband, I didn't know it was going to go early, but I'm just the type. I've been a business person all my life. My husband met me as a business person because after school, I decided I want to be a businesswoman because I grew up seeing my mother counting money every day. So I love it. So I say, this is what I want to do in my life. Until today, if not that I came to America. And even now, I'm working on my own, So after that, I stopped going. And by the months after, I decided I needed to do something that would help my children, take care of them very well. So I looked for a business that I started doing. And that was how my clothing business started. I initially started selling baking ingredients and all that. Oh, what I didn't remember to tell you. For women, when your husband say be a full-time housewife, there is a time you need to put your feet down and say, I don't want to be a housewife again. It's not by fight. You will beg, you will plead and beg him. Remember I said my husband said I should be a full-time housewife. So at a point, it was getting to me. So I called him one day. I said, please get me a shop. He got me that shop in March of that year. So 6 months after the incident happened, that shop, I just bake. I got a girl that was there. I don't stay in the shop, but I bake and design and I put it there. Then I bake this small cake that they will be buying, at least for daily money, so I can be paying the shop rent and paying the sales girl. So I was doing that. So I would put samples. So I was getting more orders to the point that I started training people on cake making. And this cake making, I learned it inside my house by myself. Somebody just took me through the baking process and the decoration process and everything I did on my own. And I was very good at it. As at that time, I was very good at it. I'm talking about early 2000. I was so good at it. No, late 1999 stroke 2000, I started it. So I was very good at it. So when that incident happened, all I did was to start going to the shop instant after 1 or 2 months or so. I started going to shop and I started selling some things in the shop with the little money people gave me. I started selling baking things. But unfortunately, the baking things, the money that was coming in, I know it will not train my kids well. So what did I do? I sold off everything that was there. Remember I said I have pushed my husband to start a business for me, which was a big piggery business as at that time, but it just started. So I sold off some of the animals, added the money to it. Then I started going to Dubai. And that was how I became a clothes seller. I was selling clothes, shoes, bags, and everything. And I started my life like that. Okay, I don't know if I should stop here. And the next video, I will tell you how I scammed them back. Please let me stop here because I need to go to work. Thanks for listening to me once again. I don't know what to feel about this video. I don't know if there is any mistake I make, correct me. Maybe I mix up anything. I will try and watch it all over again. But that is how the story went. I told you I'm going to omit some things for obvious reasons, which I have tried to do. But I've told you how they came, they gave me money, and a week after, a few days after, they came back and say I'm owing them money, and I paid the money in full, one spot. They made me write the check, and I paid it back. And after that, they called me to a meeting. Don't come to the parish again, go to another parish. And after that, I didn't hear from anybody, even my husband's assistant pastor and the wife. Till today that I'm talking, I have never heard of them. I have never, not even a phone call, not even a visit. But I'm glad. I am glad where I am today. Thank you so much for watching. Till I come your way again, I remain yours, Real Talk with Auntie Aduni.